Hello, Cedar Falls, and welcome to another fresh edition of Arts Overlook. I'm your host, Ian Goldsmith. Every episode highlights the variety of arts and entertainment in the Cedar Valley. In this week's stellar episode, we highlight a very special art show, we bring you all the best from the recent Cedar Valley Trails Festival, and we close with a preview of this weekend's huge event, Sturgis Falls. You do not want to miss this Arts Overlook, starting now.
Art is thriving in the Cedar Valley. It's everywhere. But if you don't know where to look, you could miss it. This is your local arts perspective. This is the Arts Overlook.
Being the Arts Overlook, we cover quite a bit of art exhibits and shows in the Cedar Valley. But none are quite as heartwarming or as memorable as this one. In the summer of 2013, I previewed a local production of Peter Pan. But it wasn't just any old local theatrical production. It was the biannual musical performed by the clients of North Star Community Services. Previewing and attending the musical was not only a lot of fun, it was rather touching as well, because it reminded me of the positive power of theater. When I found out that this year North Star would be hosting an art show, well, I knew that this was an event that I couldn't miss. For those of you who are not familiar, North Star Community Services is a day facility for adults with disabilities.
We've been around since 1975, and we serve lots of people with lots of different types of disabilities, from intellectual disabilities to developmental disabilities, even to age-related disabilities, and then we also serve a lot of people with brain injuries too.
One of the many services of the Day Hab program at North Star is the Art Room, a place for clients to explore their creativity through artistic mediums.
The consumers come in and they do different art projects in the art room. I'm in charge of all the art in the area, and I work with the consumers on different art projects and help them get them completed and everything.
We just started seeing that people were creating lots of really interesting, fun things that we thought they ought to show it off.
The art exhibit displayed a variety of fun and creative works by the North Star clients, ranging from paintings, to pottery, to weaves, and more.
One of the fun ones that they liked, we had name tags where we took popsicle sticks and spelled their names out with them, and they decorated them however they liked. Another popular one is our plastic canvas, and they just use a needle and yarn, and they draw pictures on a plastic canvas and make a really cool design.
In addition to viewing the artwork, gallery visitors could also support North Star through the silent auction and the live auction. Furthermore, attendees could participate in the collaborative art project Word Wall, grooved to the tunes by Hands of Time Jazz Quartet, all while enjoying some of the best coffee and cupcakes in town. One thing that may have surprised art-goers was the wide-ranging creativity and skill by the clients.
A lot of people that don't know about North Star and know about people with disabilities, they probably don't know some of the things they can do, but we have a lot of really talented consumers, and it's crazy what they come up with. So it's fun having this art show and having people from the community come in, and they'll be able to see like what our consumers have done.
But what struck me the most while filming the art show was not the quality of the artwork. It was not the eclectic mix of activities, or even the impressively large crowd in attendance. What struck me the most was the overwhelming feeling of happiness in the room, seeing the clients light up with excitement to share their creations with family, friends, and fellow North Star artists.
It's an important thing for the clients, and that's the reason why we do it, to show that everybody has creative art ability. Everybody enjoys the arts, no matter if you have a disability or not. Everybody has a desire to want to be creative and do different things, and people want to show it off just like anybody else would.
It is clear to me that the clients of North Star truly understand and appreciate the ability to create, no matter how silly or simple the final product. Expressing creativity without critique is a virtue that is easily lost throughout adulthood. Celebrating our inner creativity is a lesson for everyone, perhaps best demonstrated by the clients of North Star. For Cedar Falls Community Television, I'm Ian Goldsmith. If you would like to learn more about North Star Community Services, you can visit their website at northstarcs.org. As you know, Arts Overlook's mission is to bring you the best in arts and entertainment throughout the year. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find a month more jam-packed with entertainment than the month of June. Rain or shine, June seems to have a major festival every weekend. The first of this year's festivals was the Cedar Valley Trails Festival. Cedar Falls Television was on hand for many of the festival's events, including this one that went to the dogs. Here's my furry story. The Cedar Trails Festival weekend provided many opportunities for bike riders of all ages, but it also provided a plethora of other ways for families to enjoy the park and trail system. For example, on Saturday morning, Gateway Park hosted the annual Pause in the Park.
Pause in the Park. It gives everybody a chance in the Cedar Valley to come out and just kind of show the community and educate the community about their pets and give them a chance to see what all of our vendors out here have to offer. All the proceeds that we have come in today will benefit any of the rescues that are involved, and it's just a good day to come out and see what the trails are all about.
The day started at 5:30 with the 5K9 run/walk. Runners and their dogs went for a trot around the scenic Big Woods Lake Trail. After the run, pets and their owners returned to Gateway Park for some water and many activities. Sponsored by Advanced Pet Care Clinic, the event raises awareness and money for the many animal rescues in the area who are on hand with adoptable pets. Veterinarians, trainers, groomers, breeders, and vendors were also there to help educate on pets' needs. All of the money raised at both the 5K9 Run and the Pause in the Park were donated to benefit several pet rescues in the Cedar Valley. Pause in the Park is included every year as part of the Cedar Valley Trails Festival to promote the trail system as a wonderful, unique resource to all pet owners.
We really encourage people to come out and use the trails because it is something that our community has to offer. A lot of communities don't have that. And we want people to understand that they don't have to just use it for bicycles. It's also for people who want to go out there with their pets and enjoy it. You can go out there rollerblading with your pets. You can do whatever you want to do, but it's a beautiful area and we really want to encourage people to do that.
If there's one thing that I learned while at Pause in the Park, it was how much I really want a dog. For Cedar Falls Community Television, I'm Ian Goldsmith. Oh, I just want a dog so bad! Sorry, moving on. All of the events of the Trails Festival took place on trails, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they stayed on land. A Paddle Demo Day event offered residents the opportunity to ride various water trails on Big Woods Lake. Shelby Gappa has more.
Paddle Demo Day was an event for the Cedar Valley Trails Festival that was sponsored by Shields. Those who attended the event got the chance to try out the latest in kayaks, stand-up boards, and more as vendors let their equipment be available for demos at Big Woods Lake. Here's a look at all the fun they had.
Thank you, Shelby. You can find a map of all the water trails in Cedar Falls by going to cedarfalls.com. The biggest event of the Trails Festival is the Light Up the Night Ride. Matt Lang has the story.
Cedar Falls cyclists were out and about on Saturday evening, tearing up the trails during what you could call the highlight of the 19th annual Cedar Valley Trails Festival, the Light Up the Night Ride. Many riders came out to Gateway Park to enjoy the ride after early evening rains threatened the likelihood of the event. Despite the early showers, the trails dried nicely and riders arrived right around dusk to show off their bikes while listening to the sounds of musical guest Dylan Sayers and neighbors. Children, young adults, parents, and grandparents were all on hand to take part in this special event and showcase their creativity with some unique decorations and costumes for their bikes and themselves. The event started around 9:30 p.m. with riders getting sent off in small groups. The Cedar Trails Patrol team was on hand to escort cyclists along the 9-mile ride through Cedar Falls and Waterloo, lit entirely by glow sticks placed along the side of the trail. Prior to the Light Up the Night Ride, Families with young children were welcome to stop by Gateway Park as well to take part in the Family Night Ride. A miniature version of the Light Up the Night Ride, young children and their parents made a 3-mile loop around the Gateway Park area while there was still light outside. Despite the rain during the evening, both events were able to happen with beautiful weather and solid riding conditions. The Cedar Valley cyclists were responsible for coordinating this year's event, making sure there was good food to eat, good tunes to listen to, and safe riding conditions for participants. Food prior to the ride was provided by the United Church of Christ, and sponsorship of this year's event was provided by Europa Cycles, along with Hearst Center for the Arts.
Thank you, Matt. Luckily, Mother Nature was willing to cooperate for a fun-filled Saturday night. The Cedar Valley Trails Festival is the first major festival this year, but undoubtedly the biggest festival will be Sturgis Falls. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Sturgis Falls. Hey, was that you?
Huh?
Did you just whisper to me?
No.
Okay, I definitely heard it that time.
Ian, when was the last time I ever wanted to talk to you at the office?
All right, real funny, dude, real funny.
Denny, Ian's doing that thing again.
Ian. Sturgis.
It's a lot of folks, a lot of good times here at Sturgis Falls.
We hope to see you out and about this weekend during all of the Sturgis activities. I'll be there because Arts Overlook is doing a special edition Sturgis Falls episode to bring you all the best of this year's festival. That's all we have for now, but stay dry and have fun this weekend. Until then, I'm Ian Goldsmith, and thanks for watching.